do anything to anybody to fucking do it. So yeah, I can help you. So I would spend all these little bit right help the guy. So he likes his book. And then he gives his acknowledgments to the people who gave him all the information for the book, which is 5 of us. That's my pay. So if you want to pick it up, you can. It just came out about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So, and I've done that for 3 or 4 other people, so I'll probably see something else out here. So then I have to buy the book and send it to my instructors. Like, look, I'm not writing the book. I'm just trying to help people out. I'll let Kevin give you the history on the Filipino art. It's done in 12 categories where he gets going. And you have the double stick, and then you have the single stick, and then you have the stick and knife, and then you have the double knife, and you have the long staff. You have the blowgun, which we don't go through with, and the flexible weapons, which, you know, handkerchiefs, we can go through some of that. Bow and arrow, which we don't get into now, and the last category is empty hands. So everything you do with this, tomorrow we're going to do nothing but empty hands. So today is double stick and single stick, and tomorrow will be nothing but empty hands. Yeah, I don't have a stick with me all the time, with this Kevin, the log's got my hands. So we'll start off with double sticks today, and let Kevin give you a little history with it, okay?
Most everybody here has probably had a seminar before, but a lot of times the Filipino martial arts are called by a lot of different names. You kind of think of, I guess the best way to think of it is the Philippines is kind of a melting pot for a lot of different martial art. Basically, when martial art came about, from what history says, it came from Tibet, and there was 2 branches. One went east through China, Korea, to Japan, and another branch went south to Southeast Asia. But Kali is a term that is considered, at least I consider it a mother term, meaning some of the various names that you'll hear are Kali, Escrim, Salat, Arnis, and that while they all refer to similar things, basically you can think of Kali as a mother term. Arnis typically is a part of Kali. Arnis typically is a stick art, and it's just single stick, double stick, and stick and dagger. Not a lot of blade. Whereas Kali thinks of the sword a lot in place of the stick, but they just train with the stick. It's very old. It's been in America probably since the days of George Washington. It's not very well. It's very well known now, but like Rick was saying, when we first got into it, I had never heard of Kali, and when I first went out there, I didn't know anything about it. And through, primarily, in my opinion, through Sifu Dan, he really opened the doors, because most everything that you see today and read about in the magazine came from him. And so he's really opened the doors to learning as far as that goes. But the Philippines, little geography, there's basically 3 areas of the Philippines. There's the northern Philippines, which is Luzon, and then there's the central Philippines, which is called the Visayan Islands, and then there's the southern Philippines, which is called Mindanao. And all of these areas have various different systems. You can almost think of the systems as being as individualized as like a tribe. Like when you went back in history in America, all the Native American Indians, they all had their own tribe, they all had their own way of doing things. Kind of the same thing here in the Philippines with Kali. So you can go from Kali instructor to Kali instructor, and they will all be different, but they will have some of the same principles that carry over. We're really fortunate to learn from Sifu Dan, because I believe he has, some 25 plus instructors, so he has a very well-rounded curriculum.
Sifu Danny's present time at my company has 44 instructors on the world.
44.
That's it. It's a 16-year program, like going from first grade to college. You have to do 300 hours with him to be accepted in the training program. So what I would do is, like Mark's been with me for a couple of years now, in fact this year I would go and say, hey, I'd like to put Mark in the training program. Listen to that, because he studies 300 hours here. Then you have, so that takes a long time to get 300 hours. You're only going to get 8 here. So it's not like you can do it in a year. So then you go 4 years. first, second, third, fourth year apprentice. Then you go 4 years associate instructor, first, second, third, fourth year associate. Then you go 4 years for the full instructor, first, second, third, fourth year. So it's not like going to karate and go, well, you know, here you sign this contract for 4 years, we give it a black belt. There's more material than that. And that's why there's only 44 in the world, because
Are you going to put 16 years into this? No, because he's going to put 16 years into his medical education. He doesn't have like 16 to put into this because, you know, he'd be 50 years old by that time. You see, and that's the reason people don't understand how much there is and how much material there is in this art. You know, like he says, you know, the college got more locks on it than rice on China. But everyone thinks it's a stick art. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I thought I'd explain that. Because people don't understand what, you know, an instructor goes through underneath Sifu Dan. You know, the material that you have to learn just to get into the program. It's quite intense.
Well, that's what I would say. You know, the nice part about it is that it teaches the concept, and once you become familiar with it, it doesn't matter whether you have a stick or a dagger or empty hands or a staff or whatever, because it's all related to motion. That's the part that I like about it, is that it teaches you motion. And once you have an understanding of motion, you can pick up anything that you can hold in your hand or nothing, empty-handed, and apply it. So it applies to pretty much anything you can use.
Any questions right now? You know, you read anything about Kylie, you know? Seen some tapes or anything? No. These are some triangles. We're going to go through these a little later on because I see some of you looking at what it is. Okay. You have your basic triangle, and then we have what we call our female triangle and our male triangle. We're going to get into some drill that I don't think a lot of you even see these because he doesn't put these down on the format anymore. People like us, I guess, if they show it, teach. But this will help you out. If you go back to your school, your home, you know, just get some masking tape and get your coffee water. It's much easier to follow line with masking tape than this step on this tape too. So that's what this is here for, so we'll get into that. So if there's no questions, let's get in going, okay? Do the salutation. Hold the left stick this way. Right stick here. Basically, the right stick should be one fist above. Some systems will hold it here because they don't want the punyo sticking out. This is called the button stick called punyo. Okay. But theoretically, you should really have just one stick in, okay? Don't get into a bad habit of doing this. Sifu Daddy does this and he tells everyone, don't do this. Okay, put it down for fighting, okay? So this stick is here. And what you do is you go down one. I'm doing this so you can copy me because we don't have any mirror, okay? Two. Come back, goes over the third eye. It's right here over the third eye. Here. When you stand up, slide back. Here. And that's it. That's just a salutation. It's really a 12 count salutation. He does it in 4 to make it short, okay? First, you want to do, just to get you, some of this is review for some of you. Some of you be new, okay? So get some in and if you just, I need help, okay? If you go like this, you start looking around, okay? I just think you want to just watch somebody, okay? So if you want help, that's like how I need help, okay? And that's just traditional. First thing you're going to do is high, low, high. This is just chord. For some of you new, it's just to, you know, relax. High, it's an inward, down, back. Wait a minute.
I was fixing to ask about that. How long are they going to last?
This is called kamagan. Kamagan is the hard ironwood of the Philippines. Okay, you can look these sometime. You have to have a license to export this out of the Philippines. I think right now there's like only 3 people allowed to export this out of the Philippines. They'll cut your head off to export this illegally. Man, did I get these from? I think last time you got a pair. You waited about 6 months for these. You got like 8 pair. I got 4 out of 8. Okay. So these will tear those up. Okay. So we're here. You got to stick in each side. You're going inward, backhand, backhand, inward, backhand, backhand, or high, low, high, high, low, high, high, low, high. And how you want to use this, for example, if he gives me a 1 strike, You see, so you're hitting that hand. I'm not going to do it with a stick. You're hitting the knee and come right back up and hit the hip. So you're learning your strike automatically, but it's just to relax you, okay? And we're not crossing, okay? Now don't stand like this, glued to the floor like this. You're going to do that, okay? It's like boxing. Your body moves with your hands. You move, move, move. That's what you're doing. You move, 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 move. You move your body back, like a back fist. So use your body mechanics. Any questions? Let's go. Give you 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Just make an X. Just make an X here. You're going 1, 2, down, in. Now, if you can't do this, if I go, you can't hit in this line and him hit in that line, you should make an X. And when you come back, you can't hit straight and you have, we're going to hit each other's hands. So you kind of work with your partner. In real life, that's what you really are doing. But not in here, okay? When you're going straight and you come down, you can't hit his hand. You need both sticks and still make an X. So I don't care how fast you do this, okay? 1, 2, 3, that's fine if that's what it takes. And what you don't want is to do, this is a flow pattern arc, so you don't want to go like this. You don't want to do that. You want to do a flow, even if it's a slow flow. As long as it's, a flow, that's all you're doing. Okay, once you got that? Just like you're carrying your basket on a stick or whatever, okay? So what you're doing here is a retraction. You're 1, 2, bam, come back. So your sticks aren't crossing, bam, come back. So you're just like this, okay? Okay? That's really slow. If I go over on the LA train with him, okay, it's 3 times faster than that. He goes, okay, got it. I'm going to do it. Got it. So you figure, 4 hours every minute he's changing the drill. How many drills do you think are different today? About 300 or 400 different drills. Which is a lot of material, okay? And if I stop and you don't have it, just, I might have a little more time to work with it, okay? Because this is your time, this is your money, and I don't care if we stop on this today or just the next 4 hours. I don't want to go on to the next drill if you don't have this, because we're going into progression. You're going to need this to get to the next drill. Okay, so for you guys who are new here, never done this, please say, I would like to, because I tell you, when you come to seminar next month, you're going to get tired of me speaking. I'm there taking the seminar, but you guys ask a lot of questions. It doesn't bother me. I spend the same amount of money it costs you to go there, but I get my money's worth. And if you're in the room with me, you're going to look. He gets his money's worth because I get beat up and get my money's worth and plus I look out. But that's just what you're going to do. Now what you're going to do is here is you're going to go inward, backhand. Inward, backhand. Inward, low backhand. Back. You're just switching. 1. That's all you're doing. Okay, so you're going high, X. You make an X like this, and you make an X like that. It's just that simple. The next one, you're going to make an X like this, and then you make an X like that. It's just that simple. Don't make it so hard. Okay? And you just want to get a flow pattern. High. High. So you switch each time. Each time you switch and come back. Still like here. Still here. Let's try it. This one you have, okay? And next thing we're going to do is what we call heaven sticks, okay? Or Sinwali. Alright? This drill is basically the whole system is patterned on this drill. Yeah, if you can do this, you can do almost anything in the system, okay? When you do this, your sticks are facing up. Here. So you go inward, you put them on this shoulder. Backhand. Backhand. It's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do it on this side. Inward. Put in the shoulder. Backhand. Backhand. 1, 2, 3. Inside. Inward. In your shoulder. Backhand. Backhand. Inward. Stick facing up. Don't come like this. Up. Backhand. Backhand. Now this one, it comes underneath the body. Inward. Comes on top here. Backhand. Backhand. When you open up this way, like pulling the bow and arrow. When you come back, it comes underneath. Inward. So let's just do this one. It goes 1, 2, 3. Now let's start this side. 1, 2, 3. Let's start this side. We're going to add them together. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's go here again. Inward. Backhand. Backhand. Inward. Backhand. Backhand. When you get your partners, okay, in other words, both sticks are facing up when we hit, so that we're going to hit each other's hand. All right? In real life, you're hitting that hand. Usually, sausage will hurt you, but in cavities when we started, we just had to take our lumps. But that's what you're really doing, okay? You can take this back to your school, wherever you come from, the karate school. So you have a guy who has a staff. He's coming at your staff. And what does he do? Boom, boom, boom. That's all you need to know. Boom, boom, boom. I don't care how fancy he wants to get. And, I don't care. He's going to drop the staff. They had a lady did one seminar. I went back to a karate school and beat up her instructor. Came out of her staff. Just drill. So 1. Backhand, backhand, inward, backhand, backhand. That's all you gotta do. We'll come around and help you. You guys just, just work with it, okay? Now here's what we're gonna do, okay? As we do this, he backs up. Then he comes at me. Then I back him up. Then he comes back to me. Alright, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in a circle, okay? Then, side to side. Side to side. Okay? And he stays with me. So now you gotta move. Back and forth, circle, side to side. Right.
Question. Footwork, side to side. It's a walking step when you're circling on the opposite direction.
What you want to do here is if you're coming in a circle, okay? Some people like this. Okay, because here if you get hit, you're crossed up, okay? So some people won't cross the legs, answer your question. Some will cross and back. I don't like to cross my legs. Okay? So what I will do is, this is like almost boxing. Shit, I just like, because I don't want my legs crossed, because I want to be able to kick. And now I've zoned this kick out. I can't kick. Can't move a lot. But if I'm like this, I can kick either way. You see. So it's your choice. It's really however you can move. Finish your question?
Yeah.
Probably not too good. You want to add anything? Okay, let's try it. So it's really great. I can't go faster because I want to get done with the material we have for it, I'll split it in. Now the next thing we're going to do is what we call standard 6. Okay, this is rendition for somebody like first hour, then we get later. It's the same thing if you do Sinwara. Every time the stick comes underneath here like this, you're going down. That's all you gotta remember. That's the only thing that changes is that one strike. For those of you who haven't done this. So you're going 1, down, high, high, low, high, high, low, high, high, low. You already did this in the beginning like this. You didn't realize you did. Do it a different way. This is what we call standard. Okay, standard 6. Okay. There's 4 counts of this too. And there's 8 counts. Alright. There's 64 different numbers. Okay, and more numbering systems. So that's what you want to do. Okay. So you do the standard. When the hand comes underneath the arm, that's when the no. Down. High, high, low. High, high, low. Backhand, inward, backhand. Backhand, inward, backhand. Backhand, inward, low backhand. Backhand, inward, low backhand. So that's all you're doing, okay? It's just like if he had one stick and he was coming at me, bam, bam, bam. It's done. You're hitting the hand here, hitting the knee here, and going back to the head there. Okay? And if you don't have your sticks, okay, and say he's punching this here, hand, and back. Do the same thing. Just empty hands, okay? So that's standard. Let's go. So this makes it easier, I think. Your sticks are pointed down to the ground now, to the earth. That's why you got this Sinwali is facing up. This is Sinwali facing down. There's no difference. It's the same. So now, I would not want to do this. Why? Bang! So if I want to get this knee out of the way. Thank you very much, and get it over here. Okay? So remember that. Don't sit like this, because you're going to your knee's going to get in the way. All right? So I don't say that, somebody does it. So you're here. So you're 1. Now you're going to do that standard. And then I'm going to say switch. When I say switch, this is what I mean you're going to be doing. Okay? So now you're going to be standing here like this. You're going to bend down. Okay? And what we do is we do 3 strikes and switch to the other side. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Make it footwork. As Sifu Dan used to say, what a key is the Kali footwork. It's pretty cardiac. You don't realize. Okay? So we're going to do a footwork that's similar. Okay? So now what you're doing, first of all, you get the flow here. And even though I miss the stick, it doesn't bother me. I just keep the flow. So if I go like this and I miss the stick, I don't care. You see, we're right back into the flow thing. So what happens is you do a seminar, someone goes like this and goes, oh, no, go back, I didn't get your stick. You can't do that. You can, but don't do it, okay? You see? So if you miss, but that's what people do. They go, oh, wait, I didn't get hit your stick. Well, who cares? Just do the flow. We're interested in teaching you a flow pattern, okay? So you're here. Then you're going to stand up a little bit and bend the leg down. So then we're... Well, I guess I'm not that good.
I guess I won.
I told you.
No, you can't borrow mine. Yeah, I guess he'll be getting 2 phone calls now, right?
He's going to get a phone call from me tonight. Okay.
And no, you can't borrow mine. No, you can't borrow mine.
Shouldn't have done that.
Had a knot in it. You use the axe handle.
Got some baseball bats? Now we're going to pick up the pace. Much lighter. It's a lot lighter, okay? Okay. So what happens here is first thing you do is you're down. And you point then, okay? These are like feathers. Then you're coming up. Okay? And this just gets your footwork so you understand your footwork with the Filipino art. Get out of the way, okay? This will come in hand. We'll do the empty hands tomorrow. So as you're standing here, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter. See, it's we miss the sticks purposely and just to end up and make sure they're in the flow. Let's try.
One question, please. When you both were down one, you had your legs pointed the same way. Is that important? I mean, your sticks are kind of in
I understand
here
what you're
somewhat.
talking about. Okay, you get down on your knee. Do you understand what I'm saying? If we face in the mirror, it's just like teaching. We're both facing the same way like this. Okay? So, if he's this way, see, he's swinging on this side of the body. I'm swinging on this side of the body. Remember the X?
Okay.
So now I have to get my knee over here because I'm on this side of the body and he's on that side of the body. You see? What side of the body he's on? He's on the left side. I'm on the left side. So it's crossed. His right side is open. See now, this is his right side. So his right side is open and my left side is open. Because we're facing each other. So you understand what I'm saying? So our knees are facing out here because we're swinging in here. It wouldn't be advantageous for me to do this. Because now it's in the way. You understand what I'm saying?
I guess I see what you mean, Rick, but neither one of you had your legs pointing in towards each other. The thing
Well,
is
no, if
that
I pointed in here, all right, let's do the drill. Oh, I can take it. You see what's going to happen? If I pointed at him, bam! If I don't hit a stick, he's going to hit me. So I get out. You'll learn when you get hit to, move it. Basically, you realize when you get. So he opens his up because we've both been hit. We both were like this before. Oh, this is wow! You see?
Sometimes, Joe, you can go forward. And, like if I'm like this way, one of the ones that they do is 1, 2, 3. And when I go forward like this, he goes back. And I go back, and he goes forward. Like this way. So this is what you have one where you're working the left side of the body now, forward and back, all low, right? Then you have the other one where you're doing the what? The switching, right to left, to right to left. So you have one where you're just doing nothing with a straightforward hit.
To answer his question also, you want to work out? Do it like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Don't worry about it. So in other words, do it from here. This is easy. Get down like this. See, because you can do it both ways. If you know this already. If you guys, go right here. Go here. What's striking my leg on? Watch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When that comes out, the leg comes back. 1, 2, 3. It moves. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter how fast you go. You have to move it according to whatever it is moving. You go slow. Doesn't matter. So try all 3 of those ways. We're going to help you. Here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. Here. Use that. Don't kill your knee. Okay? You go do Yado for about 8 hours on a hardwood floor, you'll know what I mean. You do Yado like this. So you have to go from knee to knee. If you use a pad like that on hardwood, save your knee or get a knee pad. If you don't have one, you're here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 2, 3. Switch. 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. This pad is not going to move. Use this leg, pick this leg up, and then turn. Use this leg, pick this leg up. And that just saves you when you get ready to do it. Oh, what else we have here now?
This one here, you just make it inward. It's real simple. Looks almost too simple to believe, but I'll show you how it branches out and how you build it. Okay, so you can go inward, 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 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy enough. Sometimes the Sifu Dan says you have all these intricate patterns, and sometimes that's the best one because it doesn't have to be complicated. So you're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and obviously everything that we did, you can go high, high, or you can go middle, or you can go low. Okay, and all it is hit and hit. Simple as it works.
For example, I give him a 1 count, or 1 strike. See everything? So easy. This is so quick. Inside, outside. And inside, outside, out, and it just keeps going. 1, 2, 3. See, that's what's going around. Okay, guys, just write them down. If you want to write them down, it's fine, okay? They look very easy. They're not as easy as they look. Let's do this real quick. Let's see how you do this now. Ready? All right, we'll give them a turn. We'll write them down for them later.
The first one that you did was inward, 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 just abbreviated I, right? Okay, simple enough. The next one that you're going to do is inward, inward, backhand, inward, inward, backhand. And you can go, start just like you did before, and you can make an inward, and you put a stick over here. You make an inward and a backhand. Inward, inward, backhand. Inward, inward, backhand, inward, inward, backhand. Okay, and start it off slow. The trick to this one here is when you start like this, when you make the first inward, pull this stick over here. Okay? Everybody see that one more time? When you start like this and you make the first inward, pull this stick over. Yeah. Okay? And from here, or you can start it from here. Or you can just start it from here. Like we did before, we went inward, inward, right? You can start it from here. Basically, when you do the double stick drills, the sticks are either one side on one side on the other, or both on one side. That's the 2 basic ways. So you can start this one here and go inward, and then pull this one back and go inward, backhand. Okay, you go inward, inward, backhand. Inward, inward, backhand. Difference here? Different? Yeah.
What's the difference between that and heaven 6?
Okay, heaven 6 is an inward, a backhand, and a backhand. Inward, backhand, backhand. Inward, backhand, backhand.
Inward.
Inward, backhand,
backhand. Inward, backhand, backhand. This is inward, inward, backhand.
No, the chicken and the egg. Right.
It depends on the starting point. Yeah, the starting
Okay,
point.
the starting point, yeah.
Sometimes when you're here,
Like Scrambled Egg and Fried Egg. It's 2 different things. Yeah.
when you're like this way, you can either start with what? You can start with an inward. This is how you break it. Yeah.
A backhand is always from the opposite side, but a backhand and an inward is from the same side.
Not really, because you can go this way for backhand. Or
That's coming from the
you
opposite side.
come around.
That's exactly what I was fixing to say.
Right.
When you start here, you can have an inward from this side. You can have a backhand from this side. But you can have a backhand from this side. You see what I'm saying?
We're getting
The
ready.
backhand is coming from the opposite side of your body as the stick is
Yeah. The backhand is always, think about it logically, the backhand is always the right side on the left, or the left side on the right. Right? Whether you started here and come around and hit, like if you were like this way, if you had an empty hand. If I came around this way, that would still be a backhand, but that might not be the best way. One way would be just to go like this way, but I could also go what? Like that.
To answer your question, you're correct, because it's like tennis, okay? It's kind of hard to do a backhand here with this hand. If you put this hand across the body, you can do it, but you can't do a backhand from this side of the body with this hand. You see?
Okay, look here. You're right in one respect to chicken and egg. That's a good way to think about it. But on the inward backhand, you're doing one thing that you're not doing here, and that is you're crossing. See how this is crossed? Whereas this one, I'm not crossing ever. Okay? But no, I take it back. Right? No, I'm right. Okay. I had to think about it for a second. Okay, so go 1, 2, 3. So you're not crossing. Say. But it's a different rhythm and it's a different starting point. Give it a try.
That's what makes it hard.
Let's go through it again, because you guys get it, okay?
Thank you.
You can see him. You can see both sides. See the front and the rear. Okay, so you're here. This comes out. Right here. First thing we're doing. And you hit. Come back. That's the whole move. Watch. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Open up. What are you gonna do? Okay.
Or think of it as starting from here. You're starting like this, and you go like that, and then you bring this one through. Just try the first 3. So you start like this, and you go 1, and you carry that through.
It's like you have the hits, okay? You have the follow through hit, okay, which, and then you have the tick. Okay, so the first one is go through.
The tick.
The tick. Through. Through. Tick. Through. Second hit. Okay. Now you go through. Does that help you? Okay. So we do. Right.
It's kind of like timing.
It's time. It's time.
For example, I guess let me see. If the last thing you did was inward backhand, okay? So if he's coming in here, okay, all right, inward backhand. You see, it's just like the back of your hands. So you come in here, inward backhand. So that's why we're doing this, because we're getting you ready for the empty hands tomorrow. You're going to see all this again, but we're not going to call it inward backhand, because we don't have the sticks. But it's the same flow, okay? Just thought I'd let you know why you're doing it. Okay. Next one is inward, backhand, and inward. Okay, as Kevin said, there's 64 counts. These, and you add them up, it's 512 drills. So we're not going to do all 512 this week. All right. The next one is inward, backhand, inward. Okay. Inward, backhand, inward. Inward, backhand, inward. You stand on the same side of the body for 3 strikes.
Okay.
In, back, in. But you come open up. So in, back, in. Right this side. In, back, in, back, in, back, in. That's it. Got it. So the inward, backhand, the next one here. And this is basically just your symbolic. Right, basically, kind of counts. You actually go 3 one side. 1, 2, 3. And 3 other side. See? 1, 2, 3. There you go. You just did it. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Very simple. John did it, so it won't take you about a minute. Go. And the bottom stick comes out first this time. Back in, inward, inward. The backhand, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now watch the kind of backhand comes through. Come back. Start over.
Just for coordination, They're all very similar, but this is for coordination.
Go try. Okay.
That'd be good.
You just, like scratch the back of your head. That's all you're doing. This hand doing this. So you just pretend like you're an angel. You got a halo on your head. Okay? It's very easy. So you're here. You have to come around. Backhand. Backhand. In here. Backhand. Backhand. In here. Backhand. Backhand. In here. You're coming around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What'll happen is if you don't go through this one right here, you'll get in the way for the second shot. In other words, if I go like this and I leave this one out here, this is going to be in the way for this shot. So the first one, when you go around, you have to clear this to where this one can come out. And you go back around, you have to clear this to where this one can come out.
Smoking. So here, around, backhand, 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 backhand. So you're coming around your head, backhand, hold it back, backhand.
Then pull this one over your shoulder. Go back.
Backhand. Then this one comes around. Backhand. 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 You're crossed up on all these except for this one right here. And then you're coming over. Cross. So you're coming over. And you don't have to do it fast. Just get a flow going. What'd you hit? Okay. Right out. 1, 2. And you flow from one to the next, and you come back up. Okay? This is just real quick review for you. Let's take a break, and then we'll get going for the pass.
Okay, what are we doing now? Haven't stayed here.
Filipino colleague.
Oh.
Okay, we're doing heaven 6. Standard. Earth. Not missing the beat though. Huh? Good. One time down. I'm trying. Good, good. You guys, wanna try?
Yeah.
You guys, wanna try?
Ah, come on, Joey.
Try. Right, you're in Dave's turn. Dave, don't use those pitch you buy, they're gonna break.
Feel it. You guys try it. The pressure. All right, that's all right. All right. We didn't do one drill we are asked to do, which was backhand, inward backhand, and that basically takes care of it. So we'll do that one real quick and we'll get back to our other one. Okay? If your backhand, I'm sorry. Backhand, backhand, inward backhand.
Backhand, inward backhand. Okay, so start here.
Backhand, inward,
Backhand.
backhand, inward, backhand, inward, backhand.
All right.
Let's try that.
That's not what we just did down there, is it?
No.
Is it?
Some of the blocks, okay, umbrella, okay? Some of these are some new drills for like people like Joe and Mark, you know, or keep things in the You know, an umbrella opens up like this. Goes across here, okay? So the stick goes around this way. It's kind of like an umbrella. It's like a half umbrella. Now, the first hit here, just remember, this hit is going to do the umbrella. Boom, boom, boom. This hit, do the umbrella. That's all you got to remember. When you're here, this does the umbrella. When you're here, this does the umbrella. Left hand, right hand, top. You notice in Wally, take this top stick. All you're doing is not that hard. Okay? So, if we're going, it's 1, 2, 3. Around. So what happens is when it's coming around, this hits, if he holds his stick out like this, what happens is you're coming around. It's just a 3 strike. And when the second stick hits, this one is right after it. So if you're coming here, if you're sitting here, it's like, as soon as you hit it, it's 3 strikes. And that's, you know, it's about, before you can say 1001, seminar speed. Okay, that's what you're doing. So for the drill pattern, okay, rough. When you come in, it's here. It's almost like what they call bowling the stick. You're here. And it's really pointed at him because it used to have a brass tip on these sticks in the old days. You put Ferrari on it and it worked with poison. So that's why they have strikes here, 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 because of that point. Okay? So it's here. Point right at him. So you know, boom. Then you come back. 1, 2, 1. Like pulling a bow and arrow. And then let it fly.
Another good way to think of this one that always kind of helped me on this one is when you say, why are you doing this? Well, one is you're trying to practice this, obviously. But another reason is that when he went to hit me with his very first shot, let's say that I missed. He goes to hit me, and let's say I missed. I am now in a position to block. So in other words, when he goes to hit, if I miss, I'm in a good position here to cover. You see what I'm saying? So say I went to hit, but I can cover. Okay, so it's kind of a backup too.
Works well.
All this is, we already did this with just the hitting, right? The inward, backhand, inward, backhand, inward. Now you're putting in a defensive motion with the offensive. Okay, and you're practicing your root block or your umbrella.
All right, 1 minute. We're going to 5 drills, 1 time. No messing up. Just straight flow.
I'm not asking
You have
that.
to do it fast. Somali, standard, earth, umbrella, roll. Back over. Let's review, go. You see, my hands were dry, but I can remember my hands used to be real wet. You know, if you're doing this, you're concentrating too hard. Okay, we've all been there. You have to go, God, I can't hold on a stick. You're concentrating hard, you're squeezing the life out of a stick. It's already been dead for a long time. Don't worry about it. So just relax. The most important thing is relax. But when you see people go like that, and I know they're concentrating hard, they're squeezing the stick hard. You don't want to hit the sticks, you know, like this. You don't want to do that. You just want to get a nice flow. Just relax. You know, you can hear my sticks. You can hear them reverberate because I hold them so loose. Not to hold them tight. What's the difference in sticks? You can hear the difference. So that's why I can be over here and I can hear it. I can hear it when you're hitting. Because I used to see people go. He said, "Rick, hold the sticks tight." How the hell does he know? You see, until he told me, I said, well, now I figured that out, you know? Because he could be over here just hearing it. Hey, hit it too hard, you know, hold it too tight, you're doing this. And he's not even looking at me. I'm going, you know? I wonder if he could see this going. Just make it facetious, okay? So you probably hear it coming. That's how good it is, okay? But let's just take a break. What we're going to do is when we come back, we're going to do some more double stick drills, and we're going to put the 3 triangles involved in it. This is new to probably everyone in the room. We haven't done it before. We have some tape we can set some up for everybody. No, sir. We just relax. Let's take about how long, Mark? 5 minute break, 10 minutes.
5 minutes be fine.
You
Sure.
know, you got some drinks or something in
Yeah,
there?
there's some Cokes and Diet Cokes in the fridge. A few.
Drink, the bathroom and all that, so you don't miss anything, you know? Thank you. This is represents the triangle back and forth. What's in the art of this, without really changing it all the time. So what you're going to do here, you're going to go 3 triangles, okay? He has his foot on this line, which is the front line, and I have my foot on the back line. So we'll do 3 counts of Sinwali or 7-6. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I step. 1, 2, 3. He steps. Step on that move. Step on that move. There you go. You got to work in each. There you go. Now see, if you get out of sync, that means he's back there, and I'm back here. It's harder to reach the sticks. So that's why you're doing this footwork, because you know, if I'm coming out and he's back, then I'm coming in and he comes for me. Like I don't want to get up in the ground, and theoretically. Well, just put it in the back, I didn't. See, I'm here, but I still haven't given up any ground, it's just like here. Karate, God, whatever. So this is your first move. You don't have to do this, like karate. Okay, this step, back and forth. Okay, now you have to visualize this, all right, because I don't want to go around here and put tape down on the floor and take up to 5 o'clock to tape each one in a triangle. If you want, you can use this for a minute. And then go back to your corner and let someone else use this, okay? You understand what I'm doing? Guys looking at me like I'm face down, okay, guys? Well,
This way the face?
Yeah. Now it's new.
Now, same thing. He steps to his left, I step to my left, okay? Same thing, just basically having 6 count, okay? 1, 2, 3. Back step, back step, back step, back step. All right, let's go. Cool. Triangle here. Okay. So what you're doing? So he's stepping here. 1, 2, 3.
So you're here. There's an angle here. So you're here, okay? This leg comes back, over, and in. Back, over, and in. Back, over, in, back, over, in. That's your footwork. Got it? Got it? So what happens is you're stepping in here. And you come back, okay? Then you move over, and you step up. Over, step in. Over, step in. Okay. Got it? No? Something else. These are just your triangles. These are your basic triangles we'll use. Wait a minute. If he steps this way, you step with his right leg, say in that line. So he's here. Okay, I'm going to step here. I'm just going to be here. Then we come back this way. See? So he's that side.
Okay, we're on 3 now.
Right. See there. Then I step this side. Let's go that way. So really, we're the same if we turn. Okay? Here. Here. Now we're opposite on this one. Okay? So he's using his right leg as I use my left leg. Now when we switch, see?
Okay.
Here.
I got it.
Here. Right leg. That's left leg. Here. So see, left to left. Because we're on this side of the body. So when I come back,
Okay, still same.
see, now we come in. Now we come in. Now we come in. See how that works?
I thought we were saying that.
Is this here? Switch. Okay, yes. Now, I'm here. If I do this way, we're on the same side. Here. Now we switch. That's it. That's what I mean. The same side I mean is we're on the same side this way, not the same leg. Okay? So we meet. With the leg work, you're going to get involved here. You understand? That's where it's coming from. You have to understand these triangles to get into when you're doing your empty hands. When you get into the slot part of the art, where you cut the person off. See, in other words, if he comes, say he steps like that, okay? So say he switches, so he goes female triangle, okay? Male triangle, excuse me, male triangle. Good. Now, if I do a female triangle, it's going to cut him off. So if he goes male triangle, I'm on the inside. Okay? So in other words, I did the opposite triangle to cut him off. If I do the same triangle, they're just going to meet butt heads. It's the same beginning. So I have one counters the other. You understand it? That's what you want to do. This is just to make you move so you get the triangles down. You'll see why. Go ahead, try it. 1, 2, 3. Say hi. This one you can really smell them burning, okay? Then you're going to do that. Then you're going to do the standard, same thing. Two drills, go. Okay. Round. See this here? It's back. It's like if I hold my stick this way. So he's hitting one side, he's hitting the other side.
Right. First one's fair. Second one's fair. High low.
That's diagonal. Okay. So what you're going to do
Here's your 1, 2, 3, high, high, 1, 2, 3, high, high, standard. Now when you come in here, you have to come and hit that side. That's what people miss. They get back, just stick this way. And when they go 1, 2, they do this. That's not it. You come around on that side. Okay. Do this. Triangle. He's going to do the middle triangle. Yeah. We're going to do him in 6. And then we're going to switch to triangle. And I have to do the male triangle. And he has to do the female triangle. Now that's when you know you got to slow down and your footwork's going the bottom. Okay? So the first one, I'll do the female triangle. All right. So I'm stepping out. I'm sorry. All right. So when you get close, that's what happens, okay? Because we're going. Try that. Step. I only have 1 step. Everyone understand that? Okay? You know? So I'm taking my step. Watch. Okay, I'm doing the female triangle. Okay. I step out. All right. Watch how he's gonna take it down. You see how I'm stepping? Now I have to. I'm not stepping as many steps as him, so I'm going slower than him. So when I step out, 1, 2, 3. I step. I step. I step. I step. I step. See, I'm stepping always on that top. Step. You see that? Now, if I move every time he moves, he's taking 3 steps. Watch what happens, okay? That's, you see what I'm saying? He won't keep up with me. That's why you have to understand one triangle will offset the other one. Did you see what I'm saying?
I have to move 3 times for every one of yours.
Ready?
So,
I like this. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is if we're going this way, okay? Boom, 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 boom. See, I've already cut him. I already cut him out. See, so it's off hard. So what I'm saying is the people who are working this triangle, slow down. Don't kill your partner. You go 1, let him take a step. 2, he takes 2 steps. You take the 3rd step with him. He takes 2 steps. You take the 3rd step with him. See how it works? All right. Sorry, I didn't explain that. Now, a lot of that is coordination that you're doing, okay? I'm just going to show you the standard 15 count, okay? I use a count, which I'm not going to use in here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I use. Nice, okay? It's a little different. What you're going to use is it comes across here. Okay? Now, I can also come across here. Now, if he turns his head this way, who cares? If he turns his head that way, who cares? You see, so, you know, what happens is you have your 8 angles, basically, okay? Actually, 8 angles, you count. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this art's taught in those angles. Okay, the basic 8 angles. Now, this is a 1. What's this? What's this?
1.
What's this? What's this? It's still a 1. So once you learn how to deal with that angle, you don't have to go, oh, when they punch, do this. When they kick, do this. You would go up and do this. You know, I'm like, I can't remember all do this. But just give me an angle, and I can remember it. It's much simpler. Okay, what they do comes in here, same thing works. So that's basically why it's taught. It simplifies it. So if you if you follow me, everybody just follow me so you understand the numbering system here, okay? This is a 1. if you do this quick, it's going to finish.
Please.
It just comes right back to here. I don't want you to do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's a natural movement. If I come back here, it's natural. It's all natural. The movements are natural. You know, you don't have to figure them out. So we're bad. So this is a 1. And this hand stays up and you do one stick, single stick, okay? Empty hand. He doesn't do it anymore, but he did it to me one time, and I still remember it to this day. I remember trying to die. You know, I was like, yeah. Had his hand down there, and he was like, get the hand up. So I used to wear a gold chain, and I was like, it'll never fall in here. I can promise you that. But if I did that in there, you'd ask you for your money back, and you would never come back. But that's how it was taught. As a matter of fact, in the Philippines, they used to come up to they used to say, oh, thank you very much. And if you went, oh, blankety blank, blankety blank, they wouldn't teach you. You see, but if you went, oh, I teach you. Basically the same way in New Orleans, if you went to go train in a traditional Christ school, you take clean tolls and white floor up and down, they'll train you in a couple of months. Well, you just yell about doing manual chores. That's basically what it is. So this is a 1. 1 across here. 2, 3, elbow, if you lift the elbow, if it goes to wrist. 4, here, leg comes back. 4, 5, 5 could be here, 5 could be in rib cage, okay? Bend the arm, you know, like you're picking something up. 6, okay? You can go in here, you go into solar plexus, you go into the throat, that's what 6 is. 7, circles around. 8, uppercut. 9, knee. 10, knee. Okay, through. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's basically, okay. And then what they have is, they have 64 numbers, how they do it. See, so that number system. Then what they do is they come in. You see, so you think, you understand where the numbers come from? Because they go, yeah, oh, you know, so you really think this is coming at you and you'll let go. That's how you get to 64 numbers. You don't need no 64 numbers for today or tomorrow. Okay, you're only with 5. So you need to know that just in case. Let's go through real quick again. 1, you need to say it. 2, 3, 4, step. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Step this way down. Those numbers, okay? What we want to do is we just want to go in 5 count right now. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he does it to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Everybody know this number system? Give you 1 minute just to do that on your part number. So then I go again, okay? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Then he does it to me. And then what I do now, you start touching your stick. You don't hit him. Okay. Don't hit him. Okay. You come in, just let your stick here. 1. Because now you have the line. I want you to draw an X. Cross. 2, 3. Then. So he does me. So now because you feel cross. Lost. This really helps you define the line, the angle. Try that just in a minute.
So what I got down here. Let's do 3 low high. 1, 2, 3, low high.
All this is to get you a flow with one stick, okay? All right, this hand stays here, doesn't come in. Last time it was coming out, now this hand stays in. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, low, stays in. That's it. Okay. I'm just doing a flow. 1, 2, 3. This is through. This is through. This is through. Tick, tick. Sit down. 2 ways. You go 1, 2, 3, tick, tick. Then you go there and start again. No. 1, 2, 3, tick, tick.
What did you just do? You did umbrella before. You just did umbrella with one stick.
So it's 1, 2, 3, tick, tick. 1, 2, 3, tick, tick. 1, 2, 3, tick, tick. So it's a continuous flow. But I see a lot of you are going 1, 2, 3, tick, tick. Okay, let's go again. You see, that's not a flow pattern, that's a stop pattern. And you want to do a flow pattern. Remember we did the number system? I said you're going to go to 1 to 5. You see where it's coming from? 1, 2. That's all you're doing. You're doing 1 and 2. Okay? 1, 2, 1. No. That's all you're doing. 1, 2, 1. So you just go through it. Low, high. You're just doing 1 and 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you learn this, and then you go 1, 2, 3, you're just doing the same thing. Everything just progresses right on. We keep it right in a nice progression.
Also, too, whenever you're doing the stroking, they refer to this as stroking, like 1 through 5, practicing your strokes. You want to exaggerate the motion, okay? Because what you're really doing again is this, just like this. Here, you're really doing this. See how this applies, right? But if I went like this, that won't work. See how that doesn't really work? I'm hitting here, but this works. See the difference?
Imagine you're cutting them.
That's why.
Imagine you accentuate the motion. You draw it out for the purpose of practice. But whereas if you just do this, you can get away with this with a stick. But this with this isn't really anything. Okay. I mean, it looks good. You see, like a lot of times you see these guys with the nunchucks. But can you hit with it? That's a completely different story. Most people are expert forwards, but you have to be able to hit with it.
I was doing something earlier today. I was saying when you hear, bring it back. Cock it. Don't go. So you shorten it up. You don't get the feel. Because you're out here like this, like washing the clothes. Take it from the washer and put it into the dryer. Go back.
That's a good analogy.
It's just, you just, whatever, whatever you've got to do in order to, in your own mind, 1, 2. Because you're going to need this when you get the empty hands. You're going to need this angle and then that angle. You're going to need to do it with your hands.
Well, he brought that up. That's a perfect point. 2 sticks. And this is, a lot of you other people already know this. We've just did this before, but some of the other people don't know this. But look at the difference in these two things. If we do heaven sent a wally like this, that is a far cry from this. See how it's fingering? And this sometimes, if you're just learning it, then that's okay. That's one thing. But once you've learned it, you need to really draw out the lines that you're hitting. Because if you just do this, that is, you can't apply it. You can't apply it. Well, you can do it here. but you can't do it here. It doesn't work.
Have no power. It's not gonna work.
So you just want to be, a lot of times, I guess what I'm trying to say is a lot of times you have to be very careful how you're practicing something. Because when you're practicing by yourself, you don't have anything, especially when you're doing stuff solo in the air, you don't have anything to check you to say, hey, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. So you have to be your own source of a safety check, and you have to say, well, hey, could I use this? Am I doing this? And sometimes you train stuff like that without checking yourself, and you get what's called a bad habit. You know, a lot of guys when they train on the heavy bag, they train their boxing combinations, but then they try to go, nobody's hitting them. The heavy bag's not hitting them, so when they go to try to use it, this guy's hitting back. They never realized it. They trained this for 6 months, but when they went like this, they were going like this instead of here. You see what I'm saying? But because the heavy bag never hit back. So just be careful how you're training, and you know, try to ask yourself, be your own check. Ask yourself, you know, am I open? You know, what am I hitting right? Am I hitting? Could I stroke with it if it was a blade? Stuff like that. That's a good point that you brought out, stuff, because you learned this today, and you don't want to go home and say, well, I learned this, and you don't want to 3 months from now, 6 months from now. A lot of you guys already know this, but some of the people who are just learning, you don't want to remember this is this. You want to remember it is this. There's a difference. Okay. What were we doing? High wing.
We're doing the high wing, okay? All right, 1 2. He comes in, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Did I come in? High wing, come back. Got it? Got it.
One is a high wing, which is like this. Okay? The second one is a root block, which we already did earlier. So if he throws a 1 in a high wing, I stick, and I hit from there. Okay? If he throws a 1 in a root block, I slide. See? And if he throws a 1 in an umbrella, you go behind the head. You got all that kind of stuff. But the high wing, you stick. The root block, you cut. Like it's like I always think of the root block as actually an attack. You're actually going here. You're actually in one motion moving in to do this. Whereas the high wing, you're more or less defending, and you take this energy here and you use that to flip the hit. You kind of reverberate off of what he's doing.
And remember, when he does a high wing, what's he really doing?
Yeah.
He's really hitting that hand same time.
They're all hits. And the root block is a hit on the hand too.
Also, say if I came in, if he has a stick right here, and I'm coming with a 1, what's happening here? I hit the hand and the head same thing. Okay. It's not shown, because to show it, you have to hit him. You know, that's just, you're not going to do it. But in real life, that's, you know, he's coming to swing at me, and wham! See, I'm hitting both at the same time. Don't do it here until you get soft. So the high wing, as he's coming here, it just as he blocks, he hits this. As he hits this, he hits my stick. Hit it. It just goes. Right. He's helping me.
And this is kind of like the footwork. Remember on the footwork where there's 3 moves in 1 move? There's no way I can keep up, right? If you really apply this for real, there's no way I can keep up because as soon as I hit him, bang, he's already in. So for now, what you got to kind of do is you got to do a high wing and then abanico to let each other have a little time. But in reality, it's immediate. That's one motion, and it's in there in 1 nanosecond. So there's no way. Plus, he's hit my hand. This is like this. There's no way to get back in time. You physically don't have time.
I understand it. Do that about 1 more minute. Like this, okay? So you can hit the hand here. You can strip whatever you want to do. But we're going to break it down. We're going to do this. Just 1, 2, flip. Okay? Then he comes with me. 1, 2, flip. That's all you're doing. Okay? Then I come in him. He has a high wing. He just did that. There's no different way to do this. You just did. Okay, then he's going to puno, he's going to hit me with the butt of the stick. You block this way, not this way, and not that way. Fingers on top. Now I'm going to show you something that's very, very interesting with this thing. You take this thumb, you separate his thumb like that, and he pushes, Move. We use Eric Strong. So if I get this way, if I do this and he pushes, he's going to push me away. Because this is separated, like pinchers, like the crab. Pushes. Put the thumb on top. Now, push. I'd say he's pretty strong guy. So that's very important to do it that way. So when he's come with a high wing, make sure this is up here, or you might eat it. Because he's stronger than me, he outweighs me, he's taller than me, and I don't feel like eating a stick for dinner. So that's why I do that. Okay, so that's very important. Because when you're training, also, if you're coming here, can you do a thumb lock from here? Yeah, you see? Now, a little hard. You see? And you know that from your jiu-jitsu training. Somebody grabs it. Like you guys need to know. Okay, that's the thumb separated. So this works. The thumb's up here. That doesn't work. Isn't that amazing? Now it works, you see. Now it doesn't work. So that's very important. So I'm giving him nothing high wing, but now he's going to flip the stick. Now this is where people scare, okay? If I'm here, now this is very amazing. This is a circle. I am already on the inside of this circle. Do you guys see that? See? Inside, outside? Everybody see that? You see anything? There's no way that he can hit me because I'm on the inside. So if he goes real quick, quicker, faster, you never can beat me because you're already on the inside. But here's when you teach this is what happens. People, they do this. And then they just stick down here. Well, that's just going to get you hit. You're already on the inside. You see, so you're always going to be faster than Sifu Danny. It's a fact, because you're already on the inside. Okay? So I go 1, hit, block. When he comes at me, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so that's what you want to do. It's just getting the feel. What this does, this teaches you when to put this hand with none. Here, it goes where? Stick's here. If he's coming here, I can't get this stick from here over here fast enough. If he flips it, that's another thing. Because he's not, see? Because he's using what? He's using this end of the stick. I am before this end of the stick by a good 18 inches. You see how that works? It's straight physics. Here it comes in, you see how I have to use this hand. So it's just a drill. 1, he comes at me. Now this is done at the same time. Here, as you hit the stick, that's on the hand. You're really smashing the hand, and if he doesn't let go, then you go for strips. And this is taught in sectors. This is a sector, 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 this is a sector. So you have 6 sectors. My hand's here, I might do something, I might come over this way. Hand here, I might come here. My hand's here, see, I might come back. So there's different things you're going to do. We'll get in that later. 1, 2, 3. Me, 1, 2, 3. So this makes you, see how it makes you control that hand. Now, this is what happens in a seminar. Okay? He comes to me, what happens? 1. Stop. See, I got him? You gotta let go. You gotta let go so it can work. You see what I'm saying? So you let go of it so you can do it. Those people don't hang on. Yeah, let him do it. He lets me do it. Then you come. So make sure you let him do it.
That's another point too, is you gotta let this first one come out. You have to let this, the puño, you have to let it come to you. Because if you look at this from a strictly from an offensive position, this could be a setup, and as soon as he wings, like this one, that could be a trap. Because as soon as he goes across there, before he even comes back, I could maybe set him up when he wings to block that one before it came out. You understand what I'm saying? So you kind of have to give and take. Give and take. Kind of a back and forth kind of thing. Versus kind of
Okay. Okay. So high wing is this way. Then 1, 2. That's all you're doing. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Go ahead. Go. All right. High wing here. Block. Okay. Now, my hand's here. Okay. Your hand is going to come between here.
You got 4 sectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. You go right in here.
So as he comes down, pulls my hand down, that's when he's hitting here and he's smashing my hand again. Okay? See? All right, let's go again. 1, 2, 3. He pulls down, smash. 1, 2, 3. I reach in here between the sticks. See the triangle? What are you doing? You reach in here. You can't do this. Something's wrong. Now you gotta let go of the hand. People go, I gotcha. You gotta let go of the hand, okay? And let go. Let him work it. And he lets go of my hand. Now when you do the drill, this is a low wing instead of a high wing. When you go flow pattern, you did a high wing, start doing low wing. So this is high, this is low. So when you do the flow pattern, and you can take the hand here and then help him out. Send him back. You know, if the guy don't know it, go. That's it. You see, help him out. Now punya. Boom. You see, that's it. So you hit. Boom. Boom. So he sends me back. Send back. Send back. Help him out. And this helps you out for your flow. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to do it without this hand. So with flow pattern, so he comes this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We'll do the same thing. Only thing, use the hand here. 1, 2. And you come down. Come back. Use the hand right here. Come down. See, it's only using it just once. We'll get mad. Let's do it. Watch. Okay. High. Here. That's the move. One more time. Watch. Easy. I'm very good. 1, 2, 3. When he takes that down, I don't want to get my hand hit. So you wipe that. Smash. Then he comes back at me. Then what's he do? He wipes me. Okay? Then I come back. And I wipe. That's all you do. Okay? One more move to it. Same drill. Go. I'm working on the right side of my body, and he's working on his left side of his body. I hit myself.
No, he's hitting me.
All right, now. Okay. Now, okay. 1,
That's
2,
the idea.
3.
I mean, he's hitting you right here.
He's hitting me in the knee.
All right, well, he's just not controlling the stick.
It's your ball.
Okay, you know what? Watch how we do it, okay? So we're here. See, I turn my leg this way. See, I turn.
This also too, even though, see, look here. When I'm at this point right here,